Good morning, retail traders. This is Washboardjim with a sneaky snake trading strategy where I talk about chart patterns, moving averages, and being in the now. And the other day, this weekend, I gave my 3-day rule after earnings on a bad guidance stock, and played out perfectly yesterday. And we're going to talk about Tesla and a little bit that's on my watch list. Tesla's website. He listened to me when I said beg for him to change this website, and they finally did it. So let's get straight into the news. BYD stock drops why its profit estimate isn't great, and then great for Tesla either. They're always going to bash Tesla no matter what. Trending tickers: Microsoft, Alphabet, AMD. Down 95% from the highs is Lucid stock. It took a real good beating. It kind of popped up yesterday too. First human receives Neuralink brain chip implant. Oh boy, says Elon Musk. It says here, forget about the Magnificent Seven. Focus on the Fabulous Five. Well, I disagree. I'm keeping Tesla in there because it has the most volume. Every morning I wake up and the volume's just perfect for me. Magnificent Seven stocks to buy and watch. Tesla rally, boom, boom, nailed it. I love my Tesla, but canceled my self-driving subscription. Kathy Wood buys some more Tesla. Tesla spends billions on marketing and 3 more must-knows. Sounds pretty good. Not too bad compared to what I'm used to. So yesterday out of the gate, I called this here head and shoulders. It's called an inverse head and shoulders. We'll show you exactly how it played out right here. We got the left shoulder touch, and then it created the head, and then it came in the right shoulder. And then we have what you call an inverse head and shoulders. Then we have the 1, 2, 3 breakout, triple top breakout on this descending flag. But it is more or less a inverse head and shoulders. And I love trading these kind of plays first thing in the morning. And then we had the big run up, and I got out of the trade. Called the exit idea right around 191. And we pulled on back. Now we had a nice little breakout into close, and we woke up this morning. We have a nice little resistance level of a double top breakout, and that's Tesla. So the targets on Tesla, I pulled up the 1 hour, and I gave a target in my video on what we needed to hit, and we nailed it. We nailed it right to the T. So I'm going to clean this up. We nailed that 63 EMA, and I called it off to 21. We nailed that right into close, right to the penny, and then after hours she went ahead and started popping up. So I'm still very bullish on Tesla. I did call for a lower support if we didn't hold that 191 area, and we did hold it real well. In fact, we had this nice little bear flag in the morning at open on this 1 hour. It's called a gravestone inverted hammer. And then it went ahead and popped on up and hit that resistance line of that 63. So I'm going to change charts here. We're going to go to the one that I'm used to, accustomed to, with all my other moving averages on here. We'll clean it up. So we had that nice little pullback. We didn't quite go below that support level, and now we've got some resistance level that we got to break. For right now, I'm going to keep it clean. We're going to go to that 20-hour. I think our next target's going to be this right here. If we can break this here number right here, we'll move up higher and fill in this gap. So I'm going to go ahead and put a price line for today's resistance and see if we broke it yet or not. Right around 195.67. 195.67 right to the penny. We had a 195.55 this morning. So that's going to be our hard resistance to break. If we can do that, we'll run it up on the 1 minute standard deviation channel to 196.80, and if we can break that, we'll move into that gap that I was talking about. You can see it on the daily, and that would be the 9. So we break 195.67. I think we can get it up to $200 and then find some kind of resistance right around 201.29, and that's going to be inside the gap with a long. If we do break that resistance level, she'll run back up to the solid support that I was calling out from the top, right around 207.70. Now support, this is all going to be a little volatile stock, so you could see a nice little sell-off correction for you. That'd be perfect to take in this trade. And that support level is going to be off this here triple top breakout. We're going to draw a price line, or a trend line, from that high right there to that there, which would give you a solid support right around 192.50. That's where I'd probably set my support level for it to hold. If not, she'll run up to the top of this deviation channel of right around 190.62 for a strong buy. Now, if you have TOS and you want to know how to put this deviation channel in, go up to Studies, type in standard deviation up here in the box. Just type in STANDARD, and it'll take you to that standard deviation channel. Click that twice. Then once you get it in your little thing over here, open it up, set one of these deviations at 2, then type in the other one, and it'll be set up as 1. So you'll have 2 different standard deviations. Hit OK, and then go ahead and color them the way you like them colored. And that gives you your standard deviation, 1 and 2. Then you can use this on different time frames as resistance levels and support levels, as you can see right here. So that 196.85, and that's it, I think, for that one right there. So we're bullish on it. Solid support at 190, resistance to break at 196.85, up to $200. That's Tesla. Now we had another run in here this last night on this SMCI. We had real good runs yesterday. I got stuck in the SPX after the bond sale. The market just flew. So I've got to readjust my bearness. You know, I figure that we're still at a very extreme greedish level in this market, but I don't think, and I've said it in previous videos time after time, I don't think it matters how bad the news is, come out earnings or anything. This market is just bullish on this AI. It's just irrational exuberance, and I do want to catch the bubble, but I'm having a hard time. So SMCI had a nice little run after hours. The earnings were good, excellent. They talked about how good they were. So we're going to pull up a different time frame here. This is an all-time high. We're definitely an all-time high. Now this thing can keep running. The bulls could ride it up on this standard deviation channel to 544.78. We'll pull this up on a different time frame, 1 hour, 4 hours, and look at that baby run, man. That's just almost too much. So support, if this thing decides to pull back, is going to definitely be the 9 EMA. So if you got the 9 EMA in any time frame, you want it to definitely hold that support level. If not, we'll go ahead and pull back a lot more. But for now, use that 9 EMA. Same way if you were trading the 1 hour, use that 9 as 524 something, or the bottom of this here support channel for support to hold at 535. Let's go ahead and put a price line there, and I'll know exactly where that is. I'll set my alert, and I'll type in 1 hour time frame. but definitely had good earnings. Go back to the 1 minute. So resistance to break will be the 1, 2, 3, which we did break that this morning at 560. Just hard to when you get a stock like this that just had a crazy run. Look at this run on this stock. I mean, we were just at $300 2 weeks ago. Now we're at 560. That's a big run. $260 in a 2-week period. Really makes you want to wonder if it is a bubble or not. So here on the 30-minute, 466 is your support level. Definitely off that 200 SMA. We'll just have to keep this on watch. There's definitely going to be some knife catching here, pull back because of the irrational exuberance, but just got to watch it. It's definitely on watch. SMCI. Coin had a nice little breakout yesterday in the last couple of days. We're looking at a double top. We got to break that double top resistance. We kind of did. We got the wick right around 136.87. That's our resistance to break, and then support to hold is going to be right around 132.16. 132.16 for coin. Pfizer's earnings are going to be coming out. This is on watch. They've definitely been talking it up here in the last couple of weeks, and we'd had a pullback right here. So we got to break the 200 on the 30-minute time frame. Let's take this to the 1 hour. Let's call it the 1 hour time frame, and it's got to break 28.18 off the 200 SMA. Everything looks pretty bullish as the moving averages go when the 9 crosses the 21 SMA. We got Meta on here. It's at my lucky employee number, 401. We definitely popped up after hours. This one's been on a steady rise up. I think it's still got more room to go. We're going to take it to this here deviation sign, the standard deviation of right around 416 with a solid support off the 200 SMA on the 1 hour time frame. We got all kinds of good stocks in here. We got Netflix. We got Disney. Disney broke out again. Was a great call. Great call on Disney. If you pull up the yearly time frame, you can see the bull flag, and we've had nothing but to the upside. On the standard deviation channel, on the daily, we have a 98.85 resistance to get to, and I think we'll break it. They're definitely piled up on this stock. I mean, I'm bearish on the company itself, but when you're so inexpensive and cheap in a market like this, they're going to take the money and play on Disney. This is a fat cat trade. Fat cat trade. And we got Apple. Apple's pulled back some here the last couple of days. We're definitely going to bounce up. We got us a nice little, oh man, look at that. We got a nice hammer right here. So resistance to break on Apple is 195.50. Support level, we're going to keep it right here. I'd say the 50 SMA has to hold right around 191, just a little bit under 191, 190.76. If that holds, we'll be able to come up, double top break out of that resistance level of 195.50 and hit just under $200. And then when that breaks, we're taking it to the standard deviation of 209. And these deviations will move in time. Baidu. We've got Lilly on here. It's definitely wanting to break out. We have a nice little ascending triangle breakout here, and we double topping. So resistance to break is going to be 647.73, the previous high. And we got to break that deviation pivot point of right around 656.70, somewhere in that area. That's going to be our hard resistance to break. Microsoft, here's another one. It's got earnings coming out on this week. I think they're going to be good. This stock should run at least to 425 and hit that first deviation right there, which we've hit twice already, and that'll be a triple top off that channel. So that's looking real good. I'm going to say right around 425, 426 for Microsoft. Earnings will be good. And that's it for right now. That's just part of my watch list. Keep a good eye on it. We nailed the Tesla. The market's very bullish right now. We've got some serious problems in the Middle East. Brandon's not up to par. He should not be in that job right now. The whole world's gone apart. So has America. We have open borders. It's all a mess. So the market's, Wall Street's not taking it in. And that's where I have a problem. So God bless our service people that are over there fighting under this regime. I feel sorry for you, but I still back you up 100%. Retail traders, the sneaky snake trading strategy, where I talk about chart patterns, moving averages, and being in the now.